Hello guys, Luke here and welcome to my audio upgrade video. You may have noticed in a couple of my videos, or many of them, that while recording audio through my microphone, through voice, there is still a bit of echo, a bit of reverb when recording audio. So my plan is this video is to set up some acoustic foam padding on the walls, back, middle, in front of me, so that some of the echo and reverb is absorbed by the foam padding and we won't have that problem anymore. Also, another upgrade I want to do today, guys, is behind the camera right now is the 55-inch 4K TV that I made a video of last year, unboxing and reviewing. I do not have a decent audio setup for that TV yet. I'm just currently using the TV speakers on that, but I really want to upgrade the audio for that as well. So behind me on the table, I've got a large box of acoustic foam, and then on the other side of the table, I have a Sony soundbar. So let's take a closer look at the equipment that we're dealing with today. So first of all, we have this large box of acoustic foam here. This is a box of 40 pieces of foam. Each piece has 12 teeth, so it should do a great job of absorbing audio. We're going to put these in groups of 4 on the walls, front, back and sides. I have here a 2-meter strip of double-sided mounting tape. Now, this was about $8 at Bunnings. I'm not sure how good this is going to be. It should be fine though, since the pieces of foam there in the box, they're very light per piece, so this should do just a fine job. I must note, guys, if you are doing this for yourself, this sort of upgrade, I have to mention that if you use just mounting tape directly to the walls with this stuff, you are going to rip paint off. But I am willing to put this onto the walls, onto the paint anyway, because I'm not planning on removing this foam ever. So if I ever have to remove it, well, I'll just have to repaint those bits on the wall, but I'm not planning on removing it. Next in line, we have the TV audio upgrade, which is a Sony soundbar. The model number here is HTCT80. I picked this up for around $199 from Kogan.com. You can pick this up for $199 pretty much anywhere that you see it, JB Hi-Fi and whatnot. So this is basically just a 2.1 channel soundbar. This is the soundbar itself here. This has all the bells and whistles, Bluetooth and all that sort of stuff. And we have here the subwoofer, which is actually a wireless subwoofer, but we will actually not be using it as a wireless subwoofer. We will be cabling it in because I plan to put the subwoofer just under my desk there on the right hand side, and the soundbar will sit underneath the TV like so. So yeah, we won't be needing the wireless capability of this, but it is nice to have it anyway. If I ever decide to move the subwoofer, say like behind one of the couches here, I might try it as well in this video, who knows, see what the audio is like. But yeah, that's the soundbar here. And to mount the soundbar, I picked these up from Bunnings as well, mini wall mates. Basically, we'll only need 2 of these screws. And just to show you stuff that came with the soundbar, guys, we have a optical audio cable here and the batteries for the remote. We will not be using optical audio as my TV actually doesn't have an optical port. We will just be using 3.5mm. Speaking of which, guys, we have a 3.5mm male-to-male cable here. Unfortunately, the soundbar doesn't come with one of these supplied. It only comes with the optical cable, so I had to supply one of these myself. This is one I've just had lying around for ages. And here we have the remote. It's actually a fairly skinny remote. And just some other various equipment here, guys. I've got scissors to cut the double-sided tape, assortment of screwdrivers. I've got my impact driver here in case I need extra effort to put in the wall screws, because they might need a bit of force. I actually don't have a drill on hand, so I'll be trying to use my impact driver to push these into the wall. Also, I have a measuring tape roll so I can measure the spaces between the foam on the walls so that I get the spacing right. Okay guys, so now that I've showed you all the parts that we'll be dealing with today, I'm going to start with installing the soundbar. I'm kind of worried about this installation. As I mentioned before, the screws that I have, I don't know if they're going to hold the soundbar properly. They should be able to hold 5 kilos, but again, I'm not putting them into studs in the wall. I'm just putting them into the plaster, but I'm hoping everything goes to plan, and I guess we'll find out in the video if everything went to plan. Otherwise, I'll have to duck out to Bunnings and get some proper drywall mounting stuff. Anyway, here we go, guys. Here's a time lapse of me installing the soundbar. Okay guys, the soundbar is installed. It was a lot smoother than I thought it would be actually. The screws that I bought, the zinc coated screws that went into the wall first, and then the other screws went, they were great. They didn't move around inside the wall at all, which is great because it's plasterboard, so I thought I was gonna have trouble with like drooping, but no, it's worked out quite nice. You can see the subwoofer just down there on the floor. For now, it's just there. Yeah, again, not sure if I'll move it wirelessly to the back of the room or not. I'll probably just keep it where it is right now for the time being. And the audio is quite good. I did a little bit of a test. It should be even better once I put the acoustic foam up on the walls. And speaking of which, guys, we're going to move on to that now. So now that we've done the soundbar, we're going to move on to the acoustic foam. So without further ado, guys, let's start the time lapse. Okay guys, after a couple of hours, I'm finally finished putting the foam on the walls and the door. I decided to actually do the door to the outside of the studio as well because I believe that is the strongest point of noise pollution. I get dogs, neighbors' dogs barking all the time, people arguing, kids playing in the backyard, so I'm hoping that this will alleviate some of the background noise. Now, if you compare my voice right now that's being recorded to when I started the video before the phone was up, there should be a significant, well, maybe not significant, maybe a small difference in quality. I can already tell myself here that it's less echoey. Before, when I talk loud like this, there would be a lot of reverb, you know, a bit of echo off the walls. But now I can already tell it's helped a heap on reducing that reverb. Oh, I've been standing up too long, guys. I'm gonna sit on the couch. Oh. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys around the channel. All right, have a good one.